Hello everybody. Well, it's Terragon4 here, and it is July 3rd, half an hour before July 4th. So, been relatively busy, don't actually have all that much to show this week, but figured I'd just do a quick video to show it anyway. First thing you'll notice is probably this. Sand truck firing some missiles. The missiles could use some work. These ones I have a really bad turning radius on, but that means that I'm not being constantly covered with quite as many explosions. I say as I promptly start being covered with more explosions. Lovely. I gotta find the right distance so I'm inside their turning radius. There we go. So, this is also a bug where if they're fired straight up, they'll do weird stuff. They won't turn directly towards the player. The rotation's a bit off. Either way, so, remember the, yes, I've got missiles, and some of you may recall me mentioning about a world boss, the AAFS automated anti-fortification system, that you have a large drill. Clearly I'm going to have to do something about the blur settings that are just not make it spin as fast, but this is more or less the basic model that I started working on for one of the modules, in this case a missile module, where the missile racks would be located there. That blur looks really weird, you can outright see through it. Oh well. So here's more or less the front of the bore, and it's doing a startup there. It starts the spin, and that's a continuous spin, yada yada, you get the idea. So these things for this type of boss would, in its case, be a bunch of modules can just randomly pop up out of the ground and launch sudden attacks on the player before dropping back down. And also, so a lot of its modules would be effectively considered as hidden underground. And then also we'll do these giant things where we'll leap through the air in a giant arch next to the player and effectively be shooting at them. And there's currently, I think that was 3, let's see, there's the machine gun, anti-infantry type of module, there's the missile module, which fires seeking missiles better than these ones. There's the, what was that, the Gauss cannon module, which is pretty much the one that when they'll only show up when it does the big arch through the air normally. The idea with them is that when they open up, they fire out to the side, which means that if you're to the side of the arch, you are almost guaranteed to be dead unless you can get into cover. You take one hit, you might survive if you're defending from it, but otherwise you're going to want to try and get on these sides in order to avoid being killed, since it can't shoot through itself. So there's going to be that one, and then there's also in order for it to actually do this, it still has to have the drill head modules left, which are going to be another type of module which doesn't have any weapons per se on it, but it's going to be an extra over-the-top drilly module, so that it's going to be like, when it comes out, it's going to have a giant bore extra system extended out on it, and it's going to be how it digs through the ground so fast as it can superheat the ground and effectively swim through it almost. So when it comes out, there's going to be this massive, just spewing area of molten rock being flung away from it as it comes spiraling and smashes into the ground and starts digging away again. The others also do the whole molten rock thing, but they're not nearly as aggressive, so you'll get a little bit of a particle spew when they pop up out of the ground on their own. But that module is the one that's required for it to be digging fast enough to do these giant archworm things idea. Oh well, so yeah. So you can, oh right, also I might as well show this. I think I did actually, yes, show this at some point or another. Either way, here, truck. Missile, truck, it's simple. Its text could use some work, but yeah.